Now, I would like to introduce another Kevin to our program this morning. He's from Ontario Travel. Kevin Forget, tell us exactly about yourself and tell us exactly what's happening this weekend in Ontario.
Thank you so much, Emily. Good morning, everybody. Like you said, I am Kevin Forget from the Ontario Travel Centre in Barrie, and I'll be joining you every Thursday morning talking about all the great things to see and do right here in Ontario, especially during the winter. I'll be talking about ski conditions, I'll be talking about great events that are coming up this weekend, as well as maybe some attractions and some features across the province that you might not be aware of. So let's start off by talking about skiing. We have excellent conditions today right across Ontario. Machine groom powder conditions with snow bases ranging between about 30 centimeters and up to over 80 centimeters at some resorts across the province. Snow operators have been very busy making snow for you to enjoy, and you're probably sitting at home right now getting ready for work thinking, I can't ski today. You're absolutely wrong. We have night skiing at a lot of resorts right across the province, and the best thing to do is head to theweathernetwork.com or ontariotravel.net for a full list of all your ski conditions. It will list what the conditions are, as well as who has night skiing tonight and who's open tomorrow. So lots to see and do across the province. Next time, in the next segment, I'll talk about a really cool ice trail just north of Huntsville that you might want to check out this weekend. Lace up the skates a little bit. How does that sound?
That sounds like a lot of fun. I have a feeling I'm going to be really busy now that I'm talking to you every week. That's for sure. Thanks so much, Kevin. We'll check back in with you in a little while. And now I'm going to turn things over to Tom. He's got an update on your commute. All right, introducing another Kevin to our program. Kevin Forget is with the Ontario Travel, and he has got some great information on what you can do this weekend. And Kevin, how can we take advantage of this weekend's warm-up?
You know what? Every weekend during the winter is a great one, but I'm going to talk about a great attraction which is just north of Huntsville. It's at Arrowhead Provincial Park. Now, most people think of Arrowhead as the camping destination during the summer, but you can actually enjoy it all year round. And what they have is the ice skate trail. Obviously, I'm not skating right now, but I'm going to bring this up to Arrowhead. I'm actually heading up there later today to enjoy the 1.5-kilometer ice skate trail through the park. Now, it's exactly what it sounds like. The trail goes through the park. You have great views of the forest. You have an overlook of the lakes. And the one really cool thing is the trail is actually cleaned by an actual Zamboni. So there's not a guy out there with a hose watering it down. That'd be a lot of water. A Zamboni goes through the park, cleans off the trail, and you can enjoy it with your entire family. One event that they have is the Saturday night Fire and Ice event, and it's really romantic. They align the entire ice trail with tiki torches, so you can go with your family, maybe with your loved one. If I went with my wife, I'd have to hold her up because she can't skate. But you know what? Head there this Saturday for the Fire and Ice Trail. Otherwise, the ice trail is open daily for you to enjoy. That's it live from the Ontario Travel Centre in Barrie. When I come back, I'm going to talk about a great event that you can do with snowshoeing and fondue. Now let's head back to the station.
Thanks so much, Kevin. I would do it, but I think this stops me from doing it. But it looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? We do have a warm-up on the way this weekend. How are you going to spend your weekend? Well, why not check in with Ontario Travel and Kevin Forget? He's got some great ideas. Kevin?
Thank you so much, Emily. We are live from the Ontario Travel Centre in Barrie this morning. Throughout the morning, I've been talking about skiing. I talked about the ice trail at Arrowhead Provincial Park. And now I'm going to talk about these puppies right here, snowshoeing. There's a great event happening this Saturday. It's called Snowshoe and Fondue, and it's happening at Hardwood Ski and Bike just outside of Barrie. It is exactly what it sounds like. You strap on the snowshoes, you'll go through a guided hike at night, and then after that, you'll head into the chalet, warm up a little bit, and enjoy some fondue. So a great event, including snowshoes. But if snowshoeing is not your thing and maybe you want to check out the wakeboards, I know it's hard to believe wakeboarding at this time of the year, but the Toronto International Boat Show is happening right through till Sunday at the Direct Energy Centre at Exhibition Place. Head down there. They have the world's largest indoor lake where you can actually try out the wakeboarding yourself or check out the cool boats on display. And if maybe boating's not your thing and you want to check out some RVs, the RV show and extravaganza is happening all weekend long at the International Centre in Mississauga. They have over 500 different RVs on site. So strap on the snowshoes, maybe strap on the wakeboard in Toronto, or check out the RVs in Mississauga this weekend. When I come back, I'll give you an update on the ski conditions right across Ontario. That's it now, live from the Ontario Travel Centre in Barrie. I'll hand it back to you now, Emily.
Thanks so much, Kevin. So many amazing events this weekend. Now, Tom, if you had to choose one event, which one would you choose?
Boat show. Inside, summery conditions, humid. Yeah, I think the boat show. Right.
Before we get to your forecast, I would like to introduce you to Kevin Forget. He is with Ontario Travel. He's the guy that we're going to turn to once a week here at the Weather Network to find out exactly what's happening on the weekend throughout the province of Ontario. Kevin?
Hey, thanks so much, Emily. Good morning, everybody. We are live from the Ontario Travel Centre here in Barrie. And like you said, I will be joining you every Thursday morning with ideas of what you can do to enjoy winter right here in Ontario. Let's start off talking about these puppies right here, skiing. We have excellent conditions across the province today with machine-groomed powder at most resorts. Bases averaging between 40 centimeters and over 80 centimeters. Snow operators have been very busy making snow, plus we've been lucky enough to get a lot of natural snow. We have 42 slopes today at Blue Mountain, 34 slopes at Mount St. Louis Moonstone. If you want to head out a little bit to the west, at Boulder Mountain, 15 slopes in Chicopee with 12, and heading out to the east a little bit, we have 17 slopes both at Dagmar and Lake Ridge. So if you're going to head out and enjoy the skiing today, you can do that. But if you're getting ready for work and thinking, I'm going to miss out on skiing, you can enjoy night skiing at most resorts right across the province. Best thing to do is head to ontariotravel.net or theweathernetwork.com for all of your ski conditions. It will include conditions as well as who's open tonight and who's open tomorrow. So before I throw back to you, Emily, I'm going to leave you with a beautiful shot of the sun rising right here in the east in Barrie, Ontario. We'll talk to you in just a little bit.
Oh, wow. Thanks so much, Kevin. Tons of great events. Night skiing. I'm sure a lot of people don't think that's an option. All right. Well, if you're looking for something to do this weekend and you're staying within the province of Ontario, I'm going to turn things over to our expert, Kevin Forget at Ontario Travel. Kevin?
Good morning, Emily. Good morning, everybody. We are live from the Ontario Travel Centre right here in beautiful Barrie. It's turning out to be a great day to enjoy some outdoor activities. We've been talking all morning about attractions right across the province, and what I want to talk about right now is an attraction at Arrowhead Provincial Park. Most people think of Arrowhead as a summer camping destination, but a lot of people don't know it's open all year round. You can actually rent cabins to stay overnight in the winter, and they have their ice skate trail. It's a 1.5 kilometer skate trail through the park. It's absolutely beautiful, lined by trees. You can stop and take views of the nice lakes around the park, and the cool thing is it's not cleaned by some guy in a shovel. They actually have a Zamboni that rides the trail, cleans it off, and waters it down. Now, it's open daily, but a really cool event that you might want to check out is the Fire and Ice event, which happens every Saturday night, weather permitting, obviously. The entire ice skate trail is lined by tiki torches. How romantic is that? So you can check that out by going to ontarioparks.com, or you can head to ontariotravel.net for more information. When we come back, I'm going to talk about snowshoeing, wakeboarding, and RVing. Some other things you might want to check out around the province this weekend. Now let's head back to you at the studio.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Wow. I mean, there's an endless amount of stuff to do. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Thursday. It is the 15th of January. And as we get closer to the weekend, you're probably thinking, okay, weekend's warming up. What am I going to do with the kids? What am I going to do with the family? Somewhere close. Well, I've got the man who's got all the expert advice. Kevin Forget is joining us from Ontario Travel. And Kevin, so far this morning, you have given us some great tips on what we should do. What do you have for us now?
Good morning, Emily. Yeah, we have so much to see and do right here across the province. We are live from the Ontario Travel Centre in Barrie. We've been chatting about skiing this morning. We've been chatting about skating. And the next thing I want to talk about is Snowshoe and Fondue. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's happening this Saturday night at Hardwood Ski and Bike just outside of Barrie. What it is snowshoeing through the forest at night, and then what you do is head into the chalet and enjoy a great fondue dinner. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Now, if snowshoeing's not your thing, and maybe you want to try some wakeboarding, and you're thinking, wakeboarding at this time of the year, it's actually happening all weekend long at the Toronto International Boat Show happening at the Direct Energy Centre at Exhibition Place. They have the world's largest indoor lake where you can actually try out some wakeboarding with the professionals, of course, and then check out the latest and greatest in boats. Now, if boating's not your thing, and maybe you want to try some RVing, that's happening this weekend at the International Centre in Mississauga. It's the Toronto RV Show and Extravaganza happening all weekend long. They have over 500 RVs on site for you to check out. So, lots to see and do. You can either snowshoe, wakeboard, or RV this weekend. When we come back, I'm going to give you the latest in ski conditions right across the province. That's it live from Barrie. Now let's head back to the station with you, Emily.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Honestly, there's so much going on across the province. Kevin's going to be joining us every Thursday morning to give us kind of tidbits of what we can and cannot do during the weekend to enjoy the beautiful season that is winter. All right, drink up, Kevin. Stay warm. If you're looking for something to do this weekend anywhere throughout the province of Ontario, Kevin Forget has all of the information you will need in and around the province. He joins us live from Ontario Travel. Kevin?
Hey, good morning, Emily. Good morning, everybody. Yes, we are live from the Ontario Travel Centre in Barrie. We've been hanging out all morning, giving you ideas of what you might want to see and do right here in our province. And what I want to talk about now is skiing, a very popular sport here in Ontario. Conditions today are machine groom powder. You can't ask for better than that. We have snow bases between 40 centimeters and surprisingly over 80 centimeters at some resorts. Of course, we've got a lot of that natural snow that fell, but snow machines have been very busy making snow to build that base for you. Now, if you can't make it out today, you're thinking, I have to head to work and then I'm not going to get a chance to hit the hills. That's wrong. We have night skiing at a lot of resorts right across the province. So after work, grab your skis and boards and head out and enjoy the resorts right across Ontario. Best thing to do is head to theweathernetwork.com or ontariotravel.net. They'll list all the ski conditions. They'll include who has night skiing tonight and who's open tomorrow. It's been a great morning hanging out with you, Emily. We've had a great time here in Barrie, giving you lots of suggestions of what you can see and do in Ontario. And I'll be back here again next Thursday with more ideas of what you can do to enjoy the winter season. We'll head back to the station.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, that's right. He's going to be joining us every Thursday morning with so many amazing ideas. I don't know, Tom, if you had to pick one thing to do this weekend that he suggested, you can't do any après skiing, what would you pick?
Well, I like the chalets. Yeah, you know that. But no, I think the boat show that he mentioned earlier was the idea. It's humid. It's summer-like. Lots of boats. Beautiful. Let's get out there and have a look. Skiing, yeah, absolutely. I haven't been skiing this year. I should really go. I know my brother was out yesterday. He was enjoying himself down.
All right, well, today is going to be cold. We've got a warm-up on the way this weekend. And if you're looking for something to do around the province of Ontario, let's go to our expert, Kevin Forget, who knows everything there is to know about Ontario tourism and what we can be doing. Kevin?
Thanks so much, Emily. Good morning, everybody. We are live from the Ontario Travel Centre in Barrie with lots of ideas of what you can do this weekend. It doesn't involve little booties for dogs, but what it does involve is ice skates. And what we're talking about is the 1.5-kilometer ice skate trail at Arrowhead Provincial Park. A lot of people think the park's closed in the winter. That's incorrect. Arrowhead is open all year round. You can actually rent cabins there and stay overnight during the winter. What they have is the 1.5-kilometer ice skate trail. It goes through the entire park. Well, not the entire park, but it does go through the park. Has beautiful views of the forest. You can stop and take views of the lakes. And the really cool thing is, it's not some guys with a shovel and a hose watering it down. It's actually cleaned by a real Zamboni. So you can go through the skate trail, not only during the day, but on Saturday nights they have the Fire and Ice event where the entire ice skate trail is lined by tiki torches. A great event for the whole family, plus a little romantic if you want to bring your loved one and maybe hold hands. I don't know, maybe I'll bring my wife. There's so many things to see and do right here in Ontario. I'll give you more ideas as every Thursday while I'll be live here in Barrie. Now let's head back to you in the studio.
Thanks so much, Kevin. He's got a lot of information of some really cool stuff. So yeah, like he said, every Thursday right here on the Weather Network, you can find out what to do this weekend with the whole family. Trace amounts of snow tonight. We've got a clipper coming through. Oshawa could pick up a couple of centimeters. Temperatures are going to be cool through the day today. And then tomorrow, behind this cold front, we've got another Arctic high moving in. So it is going to be colder. But then we've got a warm up on the way for the weekend. Temperatures will be at or slightly above our seasonal values.